Good day, and welcome to Pros and Cons, where we ask the hard questions and you decide which side of the truth you would choose to believe. Throughout the year, we have tackled and taken sides on topics that, with 2019 coming to a close, we would like to take the time to look back at the issues that affected and piqued the interest of Filipinos. The rights of the LGBTQIA+ community became one of the most talked about issues this year, particularly the right to marry and the protection against discrimination. We also had a chance to discuss the problems with mental health, such as depression and suicide. Then there's also our problem with El Nino, which actually brought a lot of problems, such as water shortage. Let's now look at the highlights of pros and cons this 2019.
Is only giving power to a certain group of people but discriminatory to majority.
Ang iniisip kasi ng ibang tao, kapag ito yung table natin, tapos ilalagay natin yung mga bakla at mga tomboy, hala, sisikip na tayo. No, it's not like that. It's just adding seats to the table to make sure that every person will be heard.
Pwede ako pumasok sa kahit anong university na gusto ko, kahit bading ako. And kadalasan ng bading ay magna cum laude, summa cum laude.
Actually, homosexuality is not proven to be biological dahil walang pinanganak na bakla.
Do you have a female genitalia?
Well, that's a personal question, but I'd like to answer that. I don't have a female genitalia.
So still you have a male genitalia. Okay, that's it.
And the point is?
The point is,
He's a male.
Yun lang.
first of all, there are scientific studies that your gender identity is not a choice. That is proven by science. Now, if we're going to look at their argument that gender is a choice, my question is, kailan mo pinili maging lalaki? Kailan mo pinili maging
When did you realize
Kasi gender
na
pala
hindi
is
ka
a choice.
biologically, pag pinanganak ka, yung iyong gender,
That's not your gender.
yung
Yung
That's your
genitalia.
sex. That's your
Yeah.
genitalia.
Oh,
Of course, your
proven
doctor
medically.
cannot say, congratulations, Mrs., you have a baby bakla, or you have a baby tomboy.
Ako kaya interfere lang.
Yes.
Should same-sex unions be legally recognized? Should same-sex couples be allowed to marry like regular couples? Is it time for the Philippines to legally welcome same-sex partnerships as part of our society?
So it's a yes. Now, the Philippine society is ready. So is it more of a legal issue or a moral issue?
Definitely it's a legal issue, no? Moral issue siguro sa ibang tao kasi sila gusto nilang sumausaw at pagbawalan yung ibang tao ng kanilang kaligayahan.
Okay.
Ang gusto ko kasing emphasis talaga dito, wala namang pakialam ang simbahan or wala namang pagtapak sa karapatan ng kahit sinong relihiyoso or simbahan pag nilegalize mo ang same-sex marriage. Kung ayaw mo ng same-sex marriage, di wag ka magpakasal sa same-sex. So, anong pakialam nila? Pag nagpakasal ang dalawang babae o dalawang lalaki, yung buhay nila, tuloy lang. Yung buhay ng mga straight, yung mga buhay ng mga pare, tuloy lang. Hindi
Well, sa akin, simple lang. Don't call it marriage. For me kasi, parang marriage is an inviolable social institution as defined by our Philippine Constitution.
That same-sex couples were allowed before. Babaylans, may trans yan. Babaylan, pwede yan magsama with another guy or another girl.
Kaya nga po, we're fighting against same-sex marriage because we see the importance of the common good.
Basta nasa isip ka, basta may edad ka, basta alam mo kung sino yung gusto mo talaga na makasal mo at walang asymmetry of power, hindi mo tinake advantage, hindi mo finorce, hindi mo winape, etc. Bakit hindi kayo pwede magpakasal? Dalawa kayong adults. Anong pakialam ng iba?
How are we faring in addressing issues on mental health? How can we support people with mental conditions? Is the government on the right track in addressing mental health?
May report na sa Pilipinas ay 2,500 plus ang nagpakamatay. No? So ito po ay depression, halo-halo na.
Pag sinabi po kasi nating mental health, napakalawak po niya. No? Suicide is one. Kung pagbabasihan po natin ang aming datos sa National Center for Mental Health, being the biggest center pagdating sa kalusugang pangkaisipan, ang napansin po namin ay talagang dumadami. Through the years, mas marami na pong nagpapacheck.
Ilang percent po?
Pwede nating sabihin mga 20% ang naging increase from 10 years ago.
Experience niyo, ano yung pinakamalaking contributor dito sa mental health problem? Especially ng mga Pilipino. No, ano yung cause?
Yeah. Basically, yung ano po, yung relationship with the family.
Oh.
So, yun, yung halimbawa, may mga bata, syempre kailangan palakihin ng may values, o kaya yung minsan may behavioral problem yung mga bata, hindi sumusunod sa magulang. And then, yung society, yung peer pressure, kasama yan. And then, self. Kapag hindi ka matatag, wala kang values, mahina yung tinatawag nilang naturalesa mo para mag-cope sa isang stress, yan po yung mga factors.
We have more topics from the past year to look back to. Stay tuned. Pros and cons. We'll be right back.
Kasi feeling ko sikat ko nung panahon ng pagdadrugs ako eh. Umabot yun ng almost 20 years na nabagdadrugs ko. Medyo lahat nawala sa akin eh. Una sa lahat, dito ko natutunan sa rehab ang pagbabago is a lifetime process po yan. Recovery is a lifetime process po yan. Sa kay Pangulong Duterte, isa sa pinaka-the best na ginawa niya ngayon is yung anti-drug campaign niya ngayon na talagang hinihigpitan niya, binigyan niya ng chance yung iba na magbago, na tumigil sa paggamit. Dahil siya yung Pangulo, pabawas ng pabawas at pawala na po yung mga drugs ngayon.
(2019) was also an election year, and as expected, the Commission on Elections had taken the brunt of criticisms after that, such as the use of Smartmatics facilities and several security issues. We also tackled the never-ending problem of commuting and wading through traffic, and whether the government must issue emergency powers to solve it. Let's now look at the other highlights of our program.
Is Smartmatic really to blame for electoral fraud? Should COMELEC stop availing of Smartmatic's services? How can we prevent the bigger issue of electoral fraud?
As expected, the midterm elections are accused of being marred with cheating again. And just like before, a lot of people are blaming Smartmatic for that. At this point, we should ask if Smartmatic should be taken out of the picture.
Matter of fact, I have prepared long ago 37 violations of Smartmatic and of course, ang COMELEC at that time, the COMELEC and Smartmatic have violated 37 instances. But of the 37 violations of the laws and regulations, more than half of that paulit-ulit na pong ginagawa ng Smartmatic mula pa 2010, 2013, 2016.
Kasi kami, operating under rules din kami. So kung hindi naaayon sa rules yung pinapagawa sa amin, malabong mangyari.
The procuring entity, that is in this case the COMELEC, can actually blacklist any supplier for as long as mayroong legal basis to do so.
Yes.
Then the COMELEC can blacklist.
But again, there's a lot of forensic investigations going on now para makita natin kung bakit nangyari yung mga problemang na-experience at kung ano magagawa natin moving forward para maiwasan na yun. So,
if magpatulog-tulugan lang tayong taong bayan, the next time we wake up, it's Smartmatic again in 2022. I'm very sure of that. Especially because ito, prediction ko to ha. Especially yung mga makina ng Smartmatic, they are no longer usable by 2022. Hindi na magagamit yan. So, ang malamang, mag-aarkila na naman at si Smartmatic naman ang bibigyan ng kontrata. Now, that's...
How much have we improved in fulfilling our roles as voters? What challenges are we expecting as we cast our votes? How prepared is the government to ensure peaceful, clean, and honest elections?
Ang problema sa maraming kandidato, hindi tumatanggap ng pagkatalo. So pagkatapos na eleksyon, ay ako'y dinaya yan. Kung ano-anong sasabihin.
Walang natatalo daw sa eleksyon.
May dinaya. Tapos na tapos ang eleksyon, general.
Although we have mga cases of violent incidents sa mga iba't ibang mga provinces, but still ito, kumpara natin dun sa 2016 at saka 2013, napakababa pa rin.
Okay.
With regards to dun sa mga nabiktima, with regards to dun na nabiktima naman, we're in 2016, merong around 196 or 192 na biktima. Samantala ngayon, we only have 45.
Problem eh. The bigger problem is the NPA. Hanap buhay ho nila yan pag eleksyon. Na hindi ka pwede magkampanya rito kung wala kang pasis galing sa amin. Yung pasis na yun, may halaga yun. Sometimes, 100,000 kung magkano man ang kanilang
Per
tingin.
candidate.
Per meeting.
Per meeting.
Kasi pag hindi ka naman daw nagbigay, ay puputulin ng kuryente, magpapaputok, tabuhan ng tao.
Yes.
Wala na.
Pag sinabi po, General, na critical areas, what do we mean by...
Well, the presence of threat groups, no?
Threat
Yung mga
groups.
local threat groups
Okay.
natin, of course, the communist terrorist groups, dun sa ano, and of course, yung medyo talagang perennial na problem nga ng mga opposing parties na medyo suspected na merong mga armed groups or mga tinatawag na private armed group.
So, hindi rin po...
Are we truly experiencing a transport crisis? Will emergency powers help the government solve the traffic issue? What should be done to help us cope with our transport problems?
Yan, ano, these are just more on semantics.
Okay.
No? So kung ano ho ang nararanasan ng ating mga commuters, kung para po sa kanila ito ay crisis, we have to respect that. Para naman ho sa mga nakasasakyan, kung para po sa kanila ay problemang trapiko lang po ito, so we respect that also. Sa amin po sa MMDA, isa lang po ang sigurado. Alam ho namin may problema. No?
Okay.
The solution is volume reduction.
Okay.
But the volume reduction now is after the car has been purchased. Pag
Okay.
nabili na, saka tayo nagbo-volume reduction like coding, HOB, etc. Kung ikaw yung nakabili ng sasakyan, siyempre, bumili nga ako para gamitin. Ganun na. The volume reduction scheme should start dun sa pagbili pa lang. Doon pa lang dapat may control na tayo.
Meaning, hindi basta-basta
basta-basta
dapat
ka
makakabili
makakabili.
no,
Oo,
ng
kasi
bagong
ganito,
sasakyan.
okay.
We need emergency powers to solve it. Do you think we need to do that?
We need it. Pero ho, ayaw naman hong ibigay. So, hindi naman po dahil ayaw ibigay emergency powers. Hindi naman tayo bata na, ayaw niyo ibigay, wag na, hindi na tayo magtatrabaho. Hindi naman po ganun ang approach dyan. No? So, hiningi po natin yung isang kapangyarihang naniniwala ang bawat ahensyang malaki ho ang maitutulong para malutas ho itong problema sa trapiko. Pero
How will emergency powers help the president solve the traffic problem? Are emergency powers necessary to decongest EDSA? How else can we solve Metro Manila's crippling traffic issues?
bakit ganun? Bakit napakabilis nating mag-isip ng negatibo sa gobyerno? Yun lang naman ho.
O, parang yung napaka-negative, no?
That's the right of our kababayan. Wala namang problema doon. Pero, again, kung may emergency powers, baka nga ho, baka sakali. Hindi na tayo mahaharangan.
Mas madaling mag-implement.
Isa pa ho,
no?
road right of way. Alam naman ho natin kung ano nagiging problema natin, no? Kaya nga, in our engineering per se, makikita nyo, ang paggawa ng mga kalsada, maluwag, paliit, paluwag. You know, because there are some problems in between na nakakaranas ho ng
Alright, so everything ay masosolve. Dito ba sa Quezon City, sa area mo, hindi pwedeng magpasang ordinance sa parang granting emergency powers doon sa ating mayor?
Yung posisyon ko nga, emergency na yung traffic, yung task force namin.
Yes.
The task force is actually an exercise of the prerogative of the chief executive, the local chief executive, to address an emergency problem.
But you experience yung sinasabi nga ni Usec na pag may gusto kang gawin, hinaharang ka, kinukorte ka.
Sa akin, it's not really whether or not kailangan natin, pero yun sa kanino natin ibibigay, saan natin gagamitin, at paano natin gagamitin.
Ay, i-implement. So, let's take a short break. When we return, we have more highlights of pros and cons from the past year. Don't go away.
Na pag-try ko, isang hit-hit lang. Talagang yung utak ko naging clear kaagad. Nakita ko yung mga anak ko, lumalaki na eh. Naawa ako sa kanila. Siyempre bilang ama, gusto mo rin na ma-provide yung mga pangailangan nila. Maniwala lang kayo sa Diyos at huwag kayo mawala ng pag-asa. Habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Ang daming nagkaroon ng pag-asang mabuhay ng maayos. Nasa sa kanila na lang kung babalik pa sila sa dati, pero yung presidente palagay ginawa niya na talaga yung part niya.
We're back on pros and cons. Let's continue reviewing our program's highlights for 2019. Metro Manila was struck down with a massive water problem, along with a rice shortage. And these led to rice tariffication. We also tackled the training of child soldiers by communists through the Salugpungan schools, and the plans to increase police visibility to stop the recruitment of cadres. And then, in the midst of them all, were the calls to bring back CPP founder Jose Maria Sison to make him pay for his movement's crimes. Let us go back and watch all these episodes.
What will it take to solve Metro Manila's water crisis in the long run? How will all concerned agencies take advantage of this and other coming rainy seasons? Can Metro Manila weather through its water problem this time?
Ma'am, Donna, bakit may ganito tayong problema ngayon sa
Okay.
krisis sa tubig sa Metro Manila?
Okay, our primary source now is only Angat Dam. So 96% of water source of Metro Manila is coming from Angat Dam.
Okay.
And currently, the level of Angat Dam is below the critical level already.
Nagiging problema po natin dito, lumalaki yung population ng Metro Manila. Pareho din naman ang pinagkukunan natin. So siguro yung mga technical people, kailangan makita nila yung local legislation kung pwede nila i-control yung growth ng bawat city. Kung lahat yan, magtatayo ng condominium,
Meaning population growth, no? Yung pagpasok ng mga tao.
Yung carrying capacity ba ng supply ng tubig, kakayanin ba yan? With only one supply.
The ultimate solution to this water shortage is really a new water source, or dam.
How do we endure the seasonal problem that is El Nino? What measures are the government taking to ensure we have enough water? Will we be ready for the next El Nino?
Ang El Nino ay isang climate phenomenon kung saan yung ating tropical Pacific o yung dagat Pasipiko ay umiinit kaysa karaniwan.
Okay.
So kung ito ay umiinit kaysa karaniwan, may kaakibat po siyang epekto sa ating klima.
UST Pag-asa, as early as July of last year po, that there's an El Nino watch. Ibig sabihin, meron po tayong inaasahan.
Matagtuyo?
Yes po. Immediately po to PROAC, ang DA po ay nagtayo po ng El Nino Task Force.
Okay.
And this is the action team na ang ginawa po ay number 1, i-monitor. Number 2, to coordinate. Number 2, to craft plans on how to mitigate and at the same time manage. Alam naman po natin na it is impossible to react or control the forces of nature. Pwede lang po nating i-mitigate at saka i-manage.
Malaki po ang epekto ng El Nino sa ating mga dams, sa water level ng ating dams. Kung talagang sabihin natin malakas ang El Nino.
Kada El Nino naman, nangyayari naman, periodic yan eh. So kinakabahan pa ba kayo ngayon o sanay na?
Kasi ngayon, hindi, sabi nyo nga po, ibang parang yung experience natin dati, parang na-educate na tayo. So kung paano yung nagiging yung binibigay na crop calendar ng kasi irrigated, usually almost irrigation yung gamit namin doon. So yung binibigay na cropping calendar ng irrigation, sinusunod ng mga farmers.
What benefits can farmers and consumers get from rice tariffication? How can farmers compete with the influx of rice imports? Can rice tariffication help the economy in the long run?
Well, ang rice tariffication po ay yan ang tugon ng ating pamahalaan sapagkat po dati tayo po ang modality na ginagamit natin ay quantitative restriction.
Yes,
So
QR.
ang ibig po sabihin ay meron po tayong volume na quantitative restricted sa pag-i-import at yung ating mga taripa ay may mga variation base po doon. But because of the expiration, nag-expire na po siya dati, humingi po tayo ng extension, at pag hingi po natin extension ay tayo napagbigyan, subalit nung pong taon ng 2015 ba, Rex? Yeah, July of 2015, ito po yung nag-expire ulit. Ang ating only recourse is to what we call respond to what the WTO agreement that we have. Kanya po nag-utos po ang Pangulong, sabi niya, ay gawin ang batas in order for us to tarify.
Yes.
So dito po tayo ngayon pumasok sa tarification law.
Kung may mga pagbabago man, minsan ang mga pagbabago kasi nagdadala ng hirap.
Exactly.
It's hard for us to accept that there's a change.
Yes.
Pero andyan na yan. So, pag-igihan na lang natin yung ating mga kooperasyon at coordination to help each other.
Yung kasi, ang
Sir Rex.
pag-intindi namin sa tarification, yun ay pagpatay ng magsasaka, ng local natin na magsasaka.
Yun,
Kasi,
mabigat yun.
nag-i-import tayo. Bakit tayo nag-i-import? Na mayroon tayong produkto na sarili.
Medyo tindigan po natin at pagkatiwalaan po muna natin itong tarification. At sinisigurado ko po, knowing the President, kapag po may nakita siyang mali dyan, kilala nyo naman po siya, nagre-responde siya. Ia-amend po yan kapag meron po siyang problema dyan.
What are the roles expected from the police and military in schools? Will they inspire among students a culture of security or fear? Can police presence protect students from being recruited to a life of insurgency?
So dyan, ano ba yung mga indications na nare-recruit na yung mga bata? At ano ang role ng mga school officials? Diba? Doon sa kaligtasan ng ating mga estudyante at mga anak po natin.
Base po sa mga pangyayari na nakita po natin, especially yung mga recruitment ng mga leftist groups sa ating mga vulnerable youth, ika nga.
Yes.
So medyo sabihin po natin na kailangan po natin na mas konkretong ugnayan ng ating akademya at sa ating security sector para po balangkasin yung mga pwedeng gawin pagtutulong-tulungan para po maiwasan yung mga posibleng pagsasamantala ng mga sektor na hindi magandang adhikain sa ating bansa.
In terms of, sa eskwelahan, kailangan talaga yung mga polis, yung mga sundalo. Kasi sila naman yung mag-peace in order sa ano.
Tama. Kumbaga kasi, kayo po, if you agree, ito yung stage kasi ng mga anak natin. No, ako'y tatay din ako.
Yes, po.
Puro kolehiyo, graduate na yung mga anak ko. So, hindi ko sila halos monitor na doon sa eskwelahan no? Ito yung stage na you're free to do whatever you want to do for as long as you're doing the right thing, di ba?
Para sa akin po, bilang isang magulang talaga na nakakaranas ng ganitong sitwasyon, napakasakit, di ba po? Na yung anak mo, pinapaaral mo, pinapapasok mo sa school para makapag-aral, para makapagtapos, para pagdating ng panahon, pag sila may pamilya na sila, kaya na nilang itaguyod yung pamilya nila. Pero nakakalungkot na yun ang ine-expect mo, pero pagdating sa school, pala merong mga tao na ang mga kabataan ay kinukurap yung isipan ng mga bata.
Should salugpungan schools be allowed to continue to operate? Do they deserve the suspicion of involvement with the communists? Is there a way to maintain the purpose of the salugpungan?
Ano na ba ang status ng mga salugpungan schools na ito?
Actually, ang na-bring up sa attention natin yan, hindi dahil kami ang nag-find out, kundi dahil sa mga estudyante na galing doon.
Okay.
Na-surprise sila that they cannot enroll sa higher education sa labas. Because hindi pala recognize yung kanilang parang mga points of instruction doon sa loob.
Curriculum or...
Ang mga curriculum nila is not recognized by the private schools saka public schools outside. May mga kulang silang subjects. And then, itong mga estudyante na ito, they have to retake yung education nila na grade 1 to grade 6.
Nag-apply ng permit to operate at may mga panuntunan para mabigyan ng permit to operate. So nagkaroon ng 55 na mga eskwelahan na yan. At ang area of concentration yan ay sa Compostela Valley at saka sa Davao del Norte.
Are you still worried or are you happy sa armed forces na uma-action yung DepEd?
We are happy na find out natin at naibigay natin sa tamang government office who will act on the closure of these schools.
Is extraditing CPP founder Joma Season needed to hold the CPP, NPA, NDF responsible for their crimes? How will Season's return from exile affect the campaign against insurgency? Will taking back Season bring justice?
Kailan at kailangan bang pauwi na talaga si Jose Maria Season sa ating bansa?
Ang pinaka-prominent na kaso na sinampal laban kay Joma Season ay yung murder cases dun sa Inupacan, Leyte. Kung maalala mo, several years back ay nakakita ng mass grave, kung ilan napakaraming mga former NPAs ang pinatay nila doon. So ito ngayon, yung mass grave na ito ay ang tinuturo ay yung grupo ni Jose Maria Sison.
Nag-start kami mag-worry para sa aming mga anak dahil dito sa rampant recruitments ng mga leftist organization using deceptive issues inside the school campus na naglilink sa CPP-NPA. Nag-start sa LFS, Makabayan Party List.
Dinideny po nila yung linkage nila daw dyan sa CPP. Naniniwala po ba kayo?
May mga witness na tayo.
Kita namin, ayaw ho namin yung aming mga anak ikasabihin na dumaan lang sila sa kanilang mga nanay. Na wala kaming koneksyon.
Hanggang saan nyo kaya i-sustain yung kampanya na ito?
Didiretsuhin ko po yung sagot sa inyo kung hanggang saan. Habang may buhay, habang may mga anak na dapat na pangalagaan at i-guide ng mga magulang. Lagi ko pong naaalala na dapat ipinapakilala natin sa ating mga anak na ang mga magulang ang gabay ng kabataan para sa pag-unlad ng ating bayan.
So there you have it, folks. Straight from the shoulder and right on the money. Join us next week as we welcome 2020 with another issue of national interest. For your comments, suggestions, and questions, visit our Facebook page and the PNA website. You may be for or against. You may agree or disagree. In the end, we're all Filipinos working towards the same goals. Will you choose what's right? Or will you stay on your side of the truth? Once again, this is Philippine News Agency Supervising Undersecretary Joel Sy Egco. See you on the next episode of Pros and Cons.